Welcome to Stoic Path. In today's world, we frequently discover ourselves overpowered by the clamor, weight, and desires around us. It's simple to lose locate of our reason, feel on edge, focused, or insufficient. But what on the off chance that there was a way to cut through the chaos to discover clarity and internal peace? What in case in fair 7 days, you may begin to convert your life by grasping old shrewdness that has stood the test of time? Connect me as I take on the challenge of applying 12 solid standards to my life for an entirety week. Let's see how much I can transform in fair 7 days. Stoicism isn't fair and antiquated Greek reasoning, but a powerful tool for living a transformative life. By grasping its standards, you'll be able to overcome deterrence, construct versatility, and discover inward peace in a chaotic world. In this video, we're planning to jump profound into 12 fundamental impassive standards that can assist you do fair that. The cutting-edge battle. Why we require Stoicism. Presently more than ever, we live in a world that's quicker, louder, and more diverting than ever sometime recently. Social media, work weights, and societal desires besiege us from each point. We always compare our lives to others, frequently feeling like we're not great sufficient, which makes a breeding ground for uneasiness, discouragement, and discontent. We get caught up within the hustle, chasing after objectives which will not indeed be our own. Numerous of us are depleted, burned out, and looking for a way to recover our lives. Stoicism offers a way out of this cycle. It's a reasoning that emphasizes living in concordance with nature, understanding the limits of our control, and creating an inward quality that can withstand the trials of life. It's almost finding peace, not in outside circumstances, but inside ourselves. Understanding Stoicism. A brief presentation. Sometime recently jumping into the 12 standards, it's imperative to get it the establishment of Stoic philosophy. Stoicism was established in Athens by Zeno of Citium within the early 3rd century BC. The Stoics believed that the way to joy is found in tolerating the show minute, because it is, by utilizing reason and ethicalness, to explore life's challenges. Key figures in Stoicism incorporate Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, each contributing significant bits of knowledge into how to live a satisfying life. The Stoics instructed that whereas we cannot control outside occasions, ready to control our responses to them. This distinction between what is inside our control and what isn't is central to Stoic thought. By centering on our claim activities and states of mind, we are able to develop a life of ideals and tranquility, notwithstanding of the chaos around us. The 12 solid standards. A week of change. Let's investigate the 12 impassive standards that I connected amid my week-long test. Each day was committed to a diverse rule, permitting me to profoundly submerge myself within the practice and watch the changes in my contemplations, behaviors, and in general well-being. Day 1. Virtus, endeavoring for ethical brilliance. The primary guideline I grasped was virtus, the stolid perfect of living a life of ethical fabulousness. The Stoics accepted that ethicalness is the most elevated great, which living high-mindedly is the key to genuine joy. Ethicalness, for the Stoics, incorporates intelligence, mettle, equity, and balance. I started my week by reflecting on my values and adjusting my activities with these ethics. It was a challenging but fulfilling begin, as I take a note how little, careful choices seem led to a more intentional day. Ideals is the establishment of Stoicism. It's around endeavoring for moral excellence in each viewpoint of life. The Stoics accepted that living high-mindedly leads to true happiness. They centered on 4 cardinal excellencies: shrewdness, boldness, equity, and restraint. Each of these excellencies serves as a direct for how to live a great life. Intelligence is the capacity to observe what is sweet, terrible, and detached in life. It's around making sound choices based on reason and understanding. Mettle is not around physical bravery, but also around standing up for what is right, indeed within the confront of difficulty. Equity includes treating others reasonably and with regard, recognizing the characteristic esteem in each individual. Restraint is the practice of self-control, dodging overabundance and finding a just in life. By endeavoring for ethical greatness, we adjust ourselves with our genuine nature. We ended up way better people, and our activities contribute emphatically to society. It's a deep-rooted interest that requires consistent reflection and exertion, but the rewards are unlimited. Day 2. Living within the display minute. On the moment day, I centered on the principle of living within the display minute. Stoics accept that we ought to not dwell on the past or stress around end of the, but ought to completely lock in with the show. This hone of mindfulness brought an astounding sense of calm and clarity. By letting go of laments and tensions, I found myself more centered, beneficial, and substance with what each minute had to offer. The Stoics emphasized the significance of living within the display moment. They instructed that the past is gone, long-standing time is dubious, and the as-it-were time we truly have is presently. By centering on the show, we will completely lock in with life and appreciate each minute for what it is. Living within the show doesn't cruel overlooking the past or not arranging for the long run. It implies not permitting laments or tensions to overwhelm our considerations. It's around being careful and mindful of our current circumstance, making the foremost of what we have at this minute. This rule is particularly pertinent in today's world, where diversions are all over. By practicing mindfulness and staying grounded within the show, ready to diminish stretch, increment our efficiency, and discover more noteworthy fulfillment in our everyday lives. Day 3. Self-awareness, the key to way better choices. Self-awareness is another center and passive guideline. The Stoics instructed that by understanding ourselves, our qualities, shortcomings, and motivations, we can make way better choices and live more truly. On the third day, I committed time to reflection, journaling, and contemplation. This exercise revealed patterns in my behavior that I hadn't taken note sometime recently, making a difference me to create more cognizant choices that adjusted with my values. Self-awareness is the capacity to get it, our claim considerations, feelings, and behaviors. The Stoics accepted that self-awareness is crucial for individual development and ethical improvement. By understanding ourselves, we are able to make way better choices and live more really. Self-awareness includes customary self-reflection and contemplation. It's about looking at our considerations, feelings, and activities, understanding why we think, feel, and carry on the way we do. It's around recognizing our qualities and shortcomings and taking obligation for our choices. The Stoics utilized ons like journaling and reflection to develop self-awareness. They accepted that by frequently reflecting on their activities and considerations, they seem superior adjust themselves with their values and excellencies. This hone of self-awareness makes a difference us to live more intentioned and with more noteworthy astuteness. Day 4. Developing internal quality. Internal quality is vital for exploring life's challenges. The Stoics accepted that genuine quality comes from inside, from our capacity to stay enduring within the confront of misfortune. On this day, I experienced some personal challenges, and rather than responding incautiously, I reminded myself to draw on my inward saves of quality and flexibility. This move in attitude made a difference me to approach issues with calmness and resolve instead of fear or frustration. Inward quality is approximately versatility, assurance, and the capacity to resist misfortune. The Stoics accepted that genuine quality comes from inside, from our capacity to stay calm and composed no matter what life tosses at us. This internal strength is developed through hone and teach. It's almost preparing our minds to center on what ready to control and let go of what we cannot. It's approximately creating the mental and enthusiastic guts to confront challenges with elegance and tirelessness. The Stoics utilized different methods to construct internal quality, such as practicing deliberate inconvenience, negative visualization, and keeping up a solid sense of reason. By creating this inward quality, we ended up more versatile and way better prepared to handle life's unavoidable challenges. Day 5. Amor Fati, cherishing your destiny. Amor Fati, or love of fate, is the idea that we ought to grasp everything that happens to us, whether great or bad. The Stoics accepted that everything happens for a reason, which tolerating our destiny with a cherishing heart is the way to genuine peace. On day 5, I practiced this rule by inviting startling challenges as openings for development. This attitude not only reduced my stretch, but too made a difference me to see troubles in an unused, more positive light. Amor Fati is the hone of grasping everything that happens in life, both the great and the awful. The Stoics accepted that everything happens for a reason, which by accepting our destiny, we will find peace and satisfaction. Amor Fati is almost tolerating life because it is, without resistance or complaint. It's approximately seeing each encounter, no matter how troublesome, as an opportunity for development and learning. By adoring our destiny, we adjust ourselves with the normal arrange of the universe and discover a more profound sense of peace. This principle is especially capable in making a difference to navigate life's challenges. By grasping our destiny, ready to let go of hatred, outrage, and dissatisfaction. Ready to discover meaning in our battles and utilize them as a catalyst for individual development and change. Day 6. Negative visualization. Increasing in value. What you've got on the 6th day, I practice negative visualization, a procedure where you envision losing the things you cherish to appreciate them more profoundly. The Stoics utilize this hone to construct appreciation and versatility. By envisioning what life would be like without certain comforts or connections, I found myself more thankful for the display minute and less connected to fabric belonging. Negative visualization may be a Stoic hone that includes envisioning the misfortune of the things we esteem most. By contemplating the misfortune of cherished ones, possessions, or indeed our claimed lives, we are able to create a more profound appreciation for what we have. This hone makes a difference to cultivate gratitude and decrease connection to fabric belonging. It also prepares us for the unavoidable misfortunes we'll confront in life, making us more flexible within the confront of misfortune. Negative visualization isn't almost staying on negative contemplations or actuating fear. It's around fostering a sense of appreciation and point of view. By frequently practicing negative visualization, ready to create a more profound sense of appreciation and satisfaction. Day 7. The craftsmanship of letting go. At last, on the final day, I centered on letting go. The Stoics instructed that clinging to things, whether fabric belonging, connections, or indeed ideas, creates enduring. By learning to let go, we free ourselves from superfluous torment and open ourselves up to modern conceivable outcomes. This hone of separation was maybe the foremost freeing of all, permitting me to approach life with a lighter heart and a clearer mind. The craftsmanship of letting go is almost discharging our connection to things that are past our control. The Stoics accepted that connection to outside things, whether fabric belonging, connections, or indeed our possessed ideas, leads to enduring. Letting go doesn't cruel we do not care approximately the things in our lives. It implies that we recognize their impermanence and acknowledge that we cannot control everything. By letting go, we free ourselves from pointless torment and open ourselves up to unused conceivable outcomes. This hone is especially significant in a world where we are always assaulted with messages that we require more victory, more belonging, more acknowledgement. By learning to let go, we are able to discover peace and satisfaction within the show minute, in any case of our outside circumstances. Conclusion: the control of stolid intelligence. At the conclusion of this week-long travel, I realized that impassive standards are not fair theoretical concepts. They are viable apparatuses that can altogether move forward our lives. By grasping these 12 standards, I found myself feeling more grounded, strong, and substance. Stoicism has the control to convert not fair our personal lives, but the world around us as well. These standards are immortal, and their pertinence has, as it were, developed in our cutting-edge world. They offer a way to inward peace, strength, and a life well lived. Whether you're confronting individual challenges, endeavoring for individual development, or basically looking for a more satisfying life, Stoicism has something important to offer. So, are you prepared to require the challenge and change your life with impassive intelligence? Begin nowadays and see how these standards can bring peace, reason, and versatility into your life. Thank you for joining me on this travel. Keep in mind, the path to change isn't continuously simple, but it is always worth it. Keep endeavoring for virtue, stay display and grasp your destiny with ardor and boldness. Until following time, remain solid, remain ethical, and keep strolling the stolid way.